Well, Provost, I am so excited to spend a couple of minutes thinking about and recapping our first year here at the University of North Georgia. And one of the reflections I have so many emotions, so many things to talk about, but one of the reflection I have on this place, and really it's highlighted by this year, is we have an ecosystem of academic excellence.
That is so true. You know, we talk a lot about our Fulbrights, we talk a lot about the success of our cyber team, but there are so many things to brag about. I mean, I've got 3 pages here, and that doesn't even cover it all. You know, when we think about our student achievements, shout out to Anastasia Lynn and her team in our undergraduate research group. We had over 200 students applying for nationally competitive scholarships this year. Of that, 35% of them actually won those scholarships.
Unreal.
I mean, it's amazing. And 20 of those provided opportunities for students to pursue research and do that in the summer or set them up for graduate school. Couple of key students I'd like to give a shout out to this year.
Please.
Atticus Tomacho won an NSF Graduate Research Fellowship.
Unreal.
Amazing. And we actually had our very first student who won one of those, Carolyn Brown. She went on to do her graduate work. She just graduated with her PhD from Yale, and she came back this spring to talk to our students and be an inspiration to them. Incredible.
North Georgia kid with a PhD from Yale. Unbelievable.
And, you know, okay, you look at Yale, you look at Harvard. We've got a student, Casey Helton, who's in our Institute for Environmental and Spatial Analysis.
Yes.
And Casey won a competitive 11-week Harvard Forest Scholarship internship this summer doing research. I mean, just where our students are going is absolutely incredible.
Absolutely. And one of the reflections I have, and I'm still new, almost, maybe not so much anymore, is the way our faculty pour into our students. Because that's the magic.
That is.
And I want to celebrate our students, and these successes are amazing, but they never would be possible if it weren't for our faculty selflessly serving our students. I know you have a bunch of examples of this. Share some.
I absolutely do. I think about Dr. Panda, who is involved in 5 or 6 different grants, and he regularly brings students in, working with him on research. We have faculty that are including students in their labs on their own research projects. But as I said, it's not just about the sciences. I think about faculty who use their connections to provide opportunities for our students. So did you know, or of course you know, this spring, the Georgia Court of Appeals held court here in Dahlonega, and they listened to 3 cases. What an incredible opportunity for our students in criminal justice to listen to the judges hearing those cases and reflect on that. We also hosted this year the Security and Exchange Commission for a full day. They were doing a series of roundtables and workshops, bringing community groups in, bringing in professionals in the field, and we even had some of our students participating in panels before the SEC.
That's crazy.
How crazy
Actually,
is
right
that?
here in this building.
In this building. It
That's
was an amazing
the
day.
SEC.
Yes. You know, then we have situations like, you know, behind us you can see the finance lab, and we had our Professor Pervin who worked with our finance majors utilizing the Bloomberg terminals that we have here so that 16 of our students completed their Bloomberg Finance Fundamentals certification this spring, and 6 more went on to complete the more advanced level of certification. And it's really about, you know, the ability to embed those kinds of credentials in our programs. That's faculty going above and beyond so that our students are prepared to walk into their future jobs ready, and it really gives them a leg up.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's another reflection, Provost. Our strength are our 5 campuses, and I've been saying that now for a year, and everybody's tired of me saying it, but it's the truth. These are assets. We are strategically located in 5 very critical communities here across Northeast Georgia. And in that framework, we work every day to be great citizens in those communities. And through that, we have the opportunity to provide students experiential learning experiences where their work is in the communities, supporting the communities. So tell us about that, because that's a reflection I have on the year. I'm like, holy cow, we really serve our communities.
Oh, we do, and our students are making an impact in these communities. A couple of examples for you. Our Appalachian Studies Center, housed in the Vickery House down here, we have a program in cooperation with the Lumpkin County School System called a Hometown Harvest, where our students, working with a biology faculty member, study, gardening, plants, biology. They grow the garden. They donate all of the food to the school system. So there's fresh produce. And that program was actually featured in public television's Georgia Grown series. And they did a segment on our Hometown Harvest. We have students who do research into the local communities, and I think about our art history and history students who worked on a project with the Choice Street Church to really look into what was distinctive about that church, about the architecture, the religious history, the founding of it, and how it was related to the founding of this institution. Absolutely. They did beautiful presentation to the community.
Awesome.
Incredible impact.
I'm sweating hearing about all this. And one of the other things we made a commitment on early on, you and I, was we are going to over-engage in our 30 counties. Mm-hmm. And through that, we were really going to connect with our schools. And so we've made a concerted effort, led by Dean Hardy, to connect with superintendents and really connect. And we've had several engagements. We brought them in. We broke bread. We've had Zoom calls. We've done so much to connect. But tell me more about K-12 outreach, because I think there's a few things we've done in that space that are incredible.
What Dean Hardy does in our teacher candidates is absolutely amazing. And we talk about them and the incredible impact they have. But one of the things we heard from the superintendents was the importance of dual enrollment and access for high school students to the courses that we offer. And we have over 1,500 dual enrollment students across our 5 campuses and online. So that allows us to reach into all 30 counties. Students that can't actually drive to our campuses can pick up classes online. There are a couple of situations where we go out and teach, like Iverster Early College in Gainesville, but that's a big impact. And then I think about some of the programs that we do in specific disciplines for outreach. We've got a bunch of summer camps. One of them was going on in this building today. We had a supply chain logistics camp to introduce high school students to that as a field. It's a rapidly growing field, high demand field, but a lot of kids coming out of high school don't even know that it exists as a career.
And last but certainly not least, and we save this to the end on purpose, all of this is enabled by your incredible faculty.
Yes.
I mean, we have scholars, teammates, and colleagues who are off the charts, world-class in what they do. And so share a couple of those exciting achievements from our faculty.
I couldn't begin to list them all. We had a reception.
We're going to get in trouble because we're going to.
I know, but I can say, this spring our library hosted a UNG authors reception, and we had 62 faculty authors. These are published articles. Of those authors, 7 of them had books published. One I think is a really cool topic. Ben Wynn, one of our professors of history.
Ben's cool.
Ben's cool. One of his areas of research is American music and history. So his latest book is A Hound Dog Tale, Big Mama, Elvis, and the Song That Changed Everything. I mean, doesn't that just make you want to move and read the book?
Yes.
And then, speaking of music, we have our incredible Crown Mountain Trio, 3 of our faculty that came together and created a chamber music group, and they've been invited to perform a concert at Carnegie Hall in New York. Like, that is the ultimate achievement for a musician.
And actually, as a sneak peek, Provost, I am hosting a trip of donors to that performance this fall, and I can't wait to take our supporters to New York City, to Manhattan, and show off our faculty in Carnegie Hall, the ultimate venue for a musician in America, actually in the world.
Yes.
So incredible, incredible. Well, Provost, you and I could sit here all day and talk about this. And, the story we want to tell is the ecosystem that is the University of North Georgia. This is a place where students thrive, because our students are first
Yes.
always, and they are successful because of this ecosystem. And so, Provost, thank you for the opportunity to hang out with you.
Thank you.
And put this together and tell this story. And all of this sets the stage for what's next.
Absolutely.
All of this allows us to deliver a university that's never existed, the most innovative, dynamic, legacy-making university in America. And so I am so excited, and my challenge for you today is, what's next? And so what I want you to do is join us for Reveille, where we are going to unpack that at scale. Take care, and thank you for joining us, and thank you, Provost.
Thank you.